This guy had basically become one with the mattress. Every night, he'd crawl under the bed and watch our every move. And I just played dumb, going along with the whole act from start to finish. My name's Ren Jun. I'm a thief. Well, former thief. That was my old gig. These days, I'm just unemployed. See, after my family's place got demolished for redevelopment, we walked away with 3 apartments and over 7 million yuan. With that kind of money, I didn't really need to hustle anymore. Though not hustling didn't mean I was just sitting around doing nothing. After my parents passed, I took that money and started investing, carefully. Eventually, my net worth hit over 50 million yuan. Not bad, right? I never told a single person. Day to day, I still wore cheap clothes from street stalls and drove the beat-up Jetta my old man left behind. Back when I was a thief, I learned one rule that never fails. Never flash your money. It's not petty criminals you have to worry about, it's your relatives. Now you might be wondering, what's the point of making all that money if you're not going to enjoy it? Nah, it's not the same thing. Having money and spending money are 2 completely different conversations. My wife Hu Lan had that same itch though. She even talked about selling 2 of the apartments to upgrade our lifestyle, get a Maybach, live a little. Obviously I shut that down, told her to keep her head down and go to work. A woman like her wouldn't understand how a man thinks. Anyway, besides investing, I had a dirtier side hustle too. Me and a buddy registered a company overseas and started pulling in investors. Short term, I'd use the new investors' money to pay out the old ones, give them a taste of returns. That got the bystanders excited too, and they'd pile in. Then once the money got big enough, I'd declare bankruptcy and disappear with the cash. Honestly, I've lost count of how much I've made running this scheme. Just recently, some guy named Jin Hao went all in on me. Literally invested everything he had. Lost it all. Kind of funny, honestly. Guys who make a little money and suddenly think they understand the market, those are always the easiest targets. Works every time. And none of my overseas activity is traceable. Nobody knows. But lately, I found out this Jin Hao had gotten close with my wife Hu Lan. I cleaned him out and he ended up cozying up to her. Honestly, that's karma doing its thing. Pretty fair, I'd say, but what's mine is mine. Nobody takes that from me. At first, I just wanted to warn Hu Lan, but when I found out the 2 of them were actually plotting to kill me, I changed my plans. New bed's pretty soft. The day I lay down on that new bed Hu Lan bought, I knew something was off. It's a marriage bed. You don't cut corners on that. But I knew. There was a greasy, overweight guy hiding inside that mattress. He was well hidden. Most people would never catch it. But me? I'm a thief. I'm wired to pick up on breathing, heartbeats, the slightest shift in weight, so they really thought they could use this guy to take me out? Alright, let's play. That night I put on a real show, even had Hu Lan complimenting me, and she was more than happy to lay it on thick. Because we both had the same goal, push the guy hiding in that mattress to his limit. Here's the backstory. Guojiang, me, and Hu Lan all went to school together. I knew Guojiang was obsessively into Hu Lan, and she was using that to get him to do her dirty work. But I'm not some pushover like Guojiang. Nobody plays me. So I started planning my revenge and making sure there'd be 0 evidence pointing back to me. Real talk. My life up to this point had been good. I had everything I needed. Before I found out Hu Lan wanted me dead, I was actually about to let her in on my real finances. Because this woman wouldn't shut up about luxury cars and designer bags, but the way she's acting now, she brought this on herself. Come to think of it, Hu Lan latching onto Jin Hao. Probably the same move she pulled with me back in the day. That's just who she is. After that, whenever I went to that apartment, I always brought Hu Lan with me, because I knew Guojiang would never hurt her, which meant I was safe. But when Hu Lan asked me to go alone during the day to fix a gas pipe, I knew that was my window. The day I got the message, I didn't head straight to the apartment. First, I went to find Hu Lan. What are you doing here? I lost my key. Let me borrow yours real quick. Hu Lan shoved her key into my hand, told me to hurry up, and rushed back to the kindergarten. What she didn't know, in that one quick hug, I'd already lifted her phone. Child's play for a thief. I immediately texted Jin Hao from her phone. My gas alarm is going off. Can you go check on it? It's building 2, Jinji Residential. In case he didn't bite, I threw in one more line. It's almost done. Once he agreed, I added, keep it quiet going in. The neighbor just got woken up. Don't set them off again. Then I wiped the message thread immediately. Meanwhile, Hu Lan noticed her phone was gone and came looking for me, but I'd already slipped it back into her drawer while she was away. She'd just think she misplaced it herself. The setup had holes, sure. The chat logs on Jin Hao's phone, the kindergarten security cameras, all of that would leave a trace. But none of that mattered. As long as Guojiang killed Jin Hao and Hu Lan called the cops, the killer, the weapon, and the motive were all right there. Case closed. The story was airtight. I didn't kill anyone. The cops had nothing on me. Now all that was left was dealing with Hu Lan. What is that smell? That is rank. I have no idea. Maybe the bed's gotten damp or something. At that point, I was done listening, so I drove a knife straight into her chest. Stupid woman. Why'd you have to go and break my heart like that? I took a slow breath, then sliced open the mattress. Good lord. That idiot had been lying in a pile of maggots. The stench nearly knocked me out cold. Huh, held out that long, huh? Catching my breath, I pressed the knife into his hand to leave his prints on it. Once that was done, I got ready to call the cops. I had my lines all ready. Officer, I was just sitting here talking with my wife. When out of nowhere, this big guy comes charging out screaming that Hu Lan betrayed him. Officer, I swear, I never meant to kill anyone. Rehearsing my lines, eyes bloodshot, face twisted, tears running down. Honestly, this kind of thing has always come easy to me. Oh, Hu Lan, if you didn't want to live the good life with me, then just go ahead and die.